I'm live. Don't say nothing you don't want your mama to hear. What's up with the family? I'm sitting fireside. You know what I'm saying? Talking investments, talking money, talking power right now, man. I hope y'all listening and paying attention. I don't get tired of giving a game. I get tired of people not listening. I'm gonna say it again. I don't get tired of giving a game. I get tired of people not listening. You gotta listen. Don't you want to succeed? Don't you want to succeed? All right. So I know you all have questions. Is it too late? Should you get in? Here's the thing about cryptocurrency. The whole market is new, right? The whole market is still fresh. I was just having a conversation with somebody. When it comes to the whole crypto market, it's too early. And it's too early, so you don't have too many metrics to understand on how to grade this thing. You have to look at things like the stock market and compare it to that. But the crypto market is completely different rules that's been set. I jumped into Dogecoin when it was below a penny. You understand me? And so I more so just looked at the opportunity, not to say that I looked at it as some great investment, but I said, why not? We buy things all of the time that has no real value. We go buy a bag of chips. What is the value of those chips going up after we spent that money? We go buy food, clothes, cars, a bunch of different things that has no possible return on our investment. So I said, well, let me go ahead and put some money into it. One of these days I had an epiphany. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and buy 1 million of them. Bought 1 million. The next day, I made $100,000 in the market, right? Sold some of that, kept some in there just in case. I kept 500,000 in there. You understand me? Of course, we've seen that the market went up again. Sold some, jumped out, caught a dip, jumped back in. You understand me? Flipping 10, 20, 30, $40,000 just by trading at the high, selling at the low. You understand me? And so it's important to be able to understand the opportunities of the market, right? It ain't just crypto or it ain't just Dogecoin that's booming right now, right? There's a lot of different coins. And here's the dangerous part. Like the way you're looking at Dogecoin is the way that cryptocurrency traders look at the market every single day. You understand me? They look at the market every single day in that capacity. I'm about to give y'all some more game that y'all probably don't know about. There's a way to where you can take out a loan on your cryptocurrency, right? Now, the way you do it is, let's say you take out Bitcoin is at $50,000, right? So you take out a loan at Bitcoin being at 50,000. Well, let's say that Bitcoin goes up to 60,000, right? So what you gonna do? You still got your Bitcoin, right? You gonna pay back the initial amount of the loan, and you gonna keep $10,000. But there's ways that you can do it to where if Bitcoin goes down, right, to $30,000, you don't have to pay back the initial $50,000 they paid you. You only have to pay the $30,000 back, and then you can keep the other $20,000. It's so much gain in this system that people don't understand. So while you're looking at Dogecoin, that's only you looking at FOMO, the fear of missing out, because everybody's getting into it. But you should really be thinking about, yo, this is an industry that's making millionaires every single day, and I know nothing about it. I'm going to work. I'm talking to people that ain't got nothing. They have no information, no knowledge. They don't know nothing about this. So there's so much game that you could be receiving. And if you was in a BWO, I talked about this and what platform it is and everything. You understand me? That you can engage with these type of opportunities in the BWO. So you missing out on money because you wasting and trying to figure out if the education is worth it. I done told some of the homies, like, yo, go take 100,000, put it here, put 100,000 here. Chris told me, I listen. I take the game, I share it. I remember I bought my first cryptocurrency probably about 5 years ago, right? I tried to buy my first cryptocurrency probably about 8 years ago, right? Unsuccessfully, didn't do it. But I've always been an advocate because I believed in the technology and the shift that was coming along with it, because it only made sense. Decentralization makes sense because people want to live sovereign against these central entities controlling everything in our lives, such as these banking institutions that's connected to families that rule the world. So cryptocurrency makes so much sense because it is, at a certain time when they had the Silk Road, which was basically a Amazon for drugs, it allowed the transaction to be anonymous, right? It allowed the location of the transaction to be anonymous. Yeah, I had BitConnect back in the day. That was a Ponzi scheme. And y'all got to connect the dots with synchronicity. I looked at it like Bernie Madoff is the one who was famous for the Ponzi scheme, right? He had to spend years in prison on Wall Street for his Ponzi schemes. And he died just the other day. And the day he died, cryptocurrency went up. The end of the Ponzi gods. And there's real value here now. You understand me? So this ain't the BitConnect days. This ain't Bernie Madoff days. Signs and symbols is for the righteous mind. You understand me? So once you understand what you're looking at, then you know how to interact with it so that you can take the opportunities. We go have fun all day. A young brother was telling me when he got into cryptocurrency today, he said, look, I was taking every check that I had, putting it into crypto because while my friends was going to the club, my friends was kicking it, buying their car, chasing women, doing whatever they was doing, he knew that once he made his money, his friends were still going to be doing the same thing. The difference is he was going to be rich doing it as well. So he said, why would I spend all my time doing something when I can sacrifice my time invested into something that's going to make me rich and bring exponential more value? But what would I do? Exchange that opportunity for the club? Exchange the opportunity for some quick sex? Exchange the opportunity for what? So it's like, we've been educating people. Me and Chris Cole tried to literally give away $1 million in Bitcoin last year. We was only able to successfully give away around $80,000 to $100,000 because we offered it with membership into the Wealth Standard. And I think about that because it's like, yo, if people would have jumped in and bought it at that time, we would have been able to not just give away $1 million, that would have went up to about 30, 40, 50 million dollars that we would have put into the pockets of Black America. Woo! You understand me? But when a person doesn't understand value, you can't give them value. You can't throw it at them. You can't force them to take it. So somebody say Doge jammed up, y'all not getting no money. Who cares? It is. I'm trying to let y'all understand that. Yeah, I'm making tens of thousands of dollars on Doge, but that ain't the only coin out there. What you looking at is you micro focusing on what a large percentage of the population does. People are not buying based on the value of the coin. They buying based on the opportunity of missing out, which is the fear. It's so many different coins on the market, and all we know about is the one that was started as a joke. Dogecoin can inevitably be a very great coin. It could end up going to $5 for something. Who knows, right? It's too early in the market to understand. It's too early in the market to understand. But one thing I will say is this, and that's why I don't come on here try to pretend to be no guru. I just keep you 100 with you. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm jumping in and out of the market and taking away paper. You understand me? Now, what you could have done since the beginning, you could have done the same thing with Bitcoin and Dogecoin. You could have just put your money in for the long play, and guess what? You would have been up 500%. If you would have put $1,000 in at January 1st, you would have been up 32,000, probably 40,000 now. So ask yourself, how many times you spent $1,000 since January 1st? How many times have you spent $1,000 since January 1st? You know what I mean? I don't have no problem giving away the game because the game is free. It's the execution that costs because that requires time and effort and energy. Listen, a lot of this stuff we look too short term, right? We need to pay our bills. We think about eating, You understand me? Somebody hit me today and say, yo, should I take some of my Dogecoin money out and buy BWO membership? Yes. Why wouldn't you do that? Right? Because even Dogecoin gives you $100,000 return, it's still not going to be as valuable as you learning investment. It's still not going to be as valuable as you being a part of a community that does a monthly portfolio that gives you picks and coins. We're not talking about you having a lucky moment. We're talking about you having a successful life. That's the difference. So you have to understand why do you want the money in the first place? It ain't just about receiving money. Why do you want it? If you get money with no plan of action, you will lose that money. It will go back into the habits that you had before you got it. What are your habits that you have right now that you feed? You're just going to be able to do more of the things that you're not supposed to be doing. You got a drinking habit, bigger drinking habit. You got a smoking habit, bigger smoking habit. You got a sex habit, bigger sex habit. You got anything that you got, you will now be able to afford it times 10. So the danger of giving people who have a poverty-based mindset, addictive mindset, bad habits, money, is that you can give them the very tool that will feed their destruction. Yeah, the BWO membership work all around the world. So it's not about you, like think about this. The BWO membership I think is at 1,010 right now because it's like 50% off. Now it's gonna go up, right? But the bigger thing is the opportunity cost. Imagine if you'd have got in January 1st, you learned the skill set of trading, you got funded $250,000, $50,000, $25,000, whatever it may have been. Or you could have got Nadex on a daily basis, we trading, giving you trades and picks, you making thousands of dollars. But instead, you got a job you don't like, you saving money in the bank is flipping your money. Right now, the bank could be trading Dogecoin for all you know. The bank could be trading crypto and could be trading stocks that's going up. And all you doing is asking for 1.7% return on my money. While the price of things are going up about 4%. So the value of you keeping your money in there is losing, and you give it to a bank just so that they can flip your money and make 100% return on it. All because you don't know what to do what the bank do. The banks are just people. The bank ain't got some special powers. The banks are just human beings behind the scenes flipping it, putting your money into different investment instruments that they know about. And in the BWO, we teach you about those so that you can be your own bank. Literally, we teach you how to become your own bank. So for a lot of y'all asking questions about Dogecoin and not trying to get understanding of the whole industry, you playing yourself. For you to go work for somebody else because their dream was to build a company and put the work and sweat in. And now, imagine that. Your dream is to work for somebody else's dream because you don't want to work for your own. So I ain't trying to teach you how to just play one cryptocurrency. We're trying to teach you how to invest into the whole market that's booming, whether it's VR, AR, NFTs, blockchain. You understand me? When you go look at these gaming like Decentraland and all of these things, these are billions of dollars being poured into AI smart contracts. You don't even know that there's a .crypto mill that you can be going and buying right now so you can own your domain, your crypto name. Because in the future, the same way if you do domain parking where you will buy up domains that will be valuable in the future and you can sell those as digital real estate, you can do the same thing right now, but there's 3 of them that you need to go buy. Right now, there's a crypto email on the blockchain that you need to have right now. There are NFTs that you can invest in that may be $1 that can make you $1 million later on, right now. So what are you doing on your daily basis instead of building wealth? You going to work at that job? That job with that square-ass boss that you look up to, that is not impressive. They only impressive because you at the bottom. But if you could really see at the top, you'll be looking like, wait a minute. The moment I have a bird's eye view instead of a roach view, oh, things are different. Like, we literally be looking at our bosses. Yo, we go look at our bosses like and really think that they cool. And they think they cool. because they got a job where they got getting paid a little more than you. They take their title serious, something that was given by somebody else that they truly believe in. They think that make them some kind of cool. They walk in the door with a little bit of swag, you understand me? And they talk to you as if you they subordinate. They ain't did nothing in their life incredible. If they died today, they will not be remembered in 10 days by more than 10,000 people. I'm just telling you the truth. They not impressive. The job is not impressive. The only thing that's impressive is you. When you want to be. When you tap into who you are. I was working a job for some folks. Man, they thought that they was the ish. Because they was the manager. I'm like, yo, is you crazy? I'm 19 keys. Like, and they looking at me like, oh, he must be cocky or something. I'm like, no. I got a bird's eye view, though. I got a mothership view. You understand me? And y'all are the cockroaches. You little cockroaches. So I had to fire them, right? And what I was making in a year, able to make in a day with a new skill set. Able to make in a month with a new business. So when you really don't understand your value, you allow people to pay you anything and let them determine your value. Who the hell is to say your worth is $15 an hour, $20 an hour, like even $30 an hour? And we're told to be happy with somebody else telling us our value. No. Don't you know my value is infinite? I got a mind, a heart, a spleen, a spine, legs, arms, head. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a human being with a body and a brain that can think. How you gonna put a limitation on my value and my time? Nah, so the education that you get where it's like, okay, you start to interact with these markets, you understand non-fungible tokens, you understand cryptocurrency and blockchain, to where you interacting with these altcoins, and the altcoins are any coin that's not a Bitcoin. You understand me? Because it's an alternative from the source coin, which is the number one. You understand me? The original. You know what I'm saying? It's got the white paper of Satoshi Nakamoto, which for all we know could be the CIA, but who cares? Because the point is not about the nefarious agendas behind it. The point is not about none of that. The point is, how do we, a people that was always taken away from opportunities, how do we now interact with it and control markets and opportunities? Every single day. My sister, my brother been calling me today, so happy. Bro, thanks for telling us about Doge. He had $5,000-$6,000. He had to go work a job that would have been 2 months worth of work. 2 months worth of work. And you can be up on that in 30 minutes, 10 minutes. So stop being impressed by the jobs when you can be a job creator. Give yourself a job. Trading is a job. A business is a job. Marketing is a job. Sales is a job. Yet branding is a job. But these are all jobs you can give yourself. If I wanted a job, if my business today stopped making sales, I can still work for myself because I can teach other people how to still build businesses. I can teach other people how to build brands because I have experience. I can say, listen, I can take your brand through my brand therapy, teach you how to design it, teach you how to do branding and marketing. I can take it and I can increase your bottom line and all your profits. Why? Because I put myself through the ringer and gave myself a job. I'm always going to be valuable to the world. So you got to go out there and save yourself. You don't be looking for a savior. Save yourself. No. Captain Save a God. You know what I'm talking about? And so as much as I love the Doge coin, and yeah, you get in there with the Doge coin, my simple theory is this. Buy it high, sell it low. And that ain't my theory. That's just how people play stocks, right? And people take things that they play from stocks and apply it here. Or you can just play for the long term. It's up to you. But risk only what you're willing to lose. I put $100,000 in. Don't think about it because I know I got enough intellectual property gonna make it back. I'll let it sit there and hold for 5 years. This ain't a game when you jump in and you just make money. It's a lot of people that's invested into crypto that will never tell you about it. Right? Me, I'm going to tell you, I've been telling people for the last 5-6 years on my platform openly. There was people that was completely against crypto and they didn't want to say anything when the market start going up, and now they kind of inch themselves into it a little bit. Like, oh, you know, I kind of am into crypto now. Yeah, I know you are. But let's rewind 5-6 months ago. You was telling people, oh, forget about crypto. It's too volatile. It ain't worth nothing. See, I'm a disruptor. I set trends. I don't follow them. You understand me? I set the trends. I don't follow them. I ain't following no old white man analysis of the market trying to be the next Warren Buffett. I ain't trying to be none of those, no next Bill Gates. I ain't trying to be none of that. You understand me? Top black guy, soldier activities only. You understand me? The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet, Earth, God of the universe. I'm not even impressed by what those men do because I know who I am. So therefore, when I see opportunities of a world dying out, because the world is systems, institutions, governments, nations. The institutions is failing. The systems is failing. You understand me? The nations is failing. The governments is failing. So their world is falling. So I see opportunities for new worlds that's coming in. So guess what? I want to jump in those opportunities. I see a market going down. I want to be positioned in the market so when it goes down, I can make money because I understand options. The other night we did a portfolio management call with my brother Chris Cole. He gave the game up. Gave your picks, options, how to position yourself, SPY 500, what to put the call on. Talked about the yield curve that predicts recessions. And giving you historical value for free that usually thousands of dollars worth of information. Why? Because we really invested into the wealth plan of Black America. That by 2053, our wealth will represent the percentage of population that we have. If we 19%, then we represent 19% of wealth. Currently, we're around somewhere 12%. We represent 0% of wealth. So we got a goal. And when men have goals, they project themselves into the future. Their goal is, y'all got 0% wealth. They threw it into our heads. We believed it. Andrew Yang tried to run his presidency off of Black America's 0% wealth. So he can create a socialist agenda to have checks that make us dependent on everything but ourselves. And we was happy for it, not realizing that, wait a minute, the more we depended on them, the less we depended on ourselves. So it ain't no way. A lot of the things that we think are gifts, these are Trojan horses. And they become our Achilles heel. So I don't believe in that. I don't trust in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that my people is good. I'm going to make sure that we building. We got power. We got resources. There's a reason that people rock with me. It's because I speak truth to power and create solutions to problems. Ever since I've been on this platform, I've been creating super groups. I've been forming teams, and I've been building alliances, connecting with people and giving information for freely. People hit me all the time, no matter how much information I can tell them about money, business, and industry. It's the mindset that they get that expands them, that they're able to rapidly grow and able to find themselves in a trajectory to where they can embed the same confidence that I have into themselves, and they can walk in the world, stomach in, chest out, head up. And I say, well, I'm completing my mission if that's what I'm doing. Because my first mission was inspiration. That's what Spirit told me to do. The day George Floyd died, went on a spiritual journey. And it told me, go inspire the world. Like, I went deep. And that was the message. I'm like, yo, I was looking for another message. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking it's gonna tell me, like, don't you know, like, you the God of the world and, like, you supposed to run the planet by all this. I was looking for a different message. I wasn't looking for go inspire the world. I'm like, yo, that's what I'm already doing. Yeah. But I was obedient, and I said, okay, if that's what you want me to do, I'm going to go do it. That year, last year, legendary run. We had circulated $7 million, you understand me, do our My Buy Black receipt campaign with my good sister Kezia. $7 to prove the circulation in like a month's time. You understand me? Where people were uploading their receipts.
You know it's possible.
We ran out. We went to Atlanta. We started a farming initiative. We raised thousands of dollars for that nonprofit. We ain't take nothing from that. You understand me? And we went door to door feeding the people to show them that these is where the real issue is at. Not just downtown where people are doing riots. If you really believe in black life, then you should be feeding black life. We had an initiative, and we were doing co-ops with organizations. And I mean, we did the inspirational piece where I was showing people how to militantly drill and come together, how to speak when the police is there and move in a fearless manner. Don't be talking about you can't breathe. You got to breathe. Snoop picked it up. LeBron picked it up. You can't tell me I ain't reaching the world. They say go inspire the world. We have a Bitcoin initiative to give away $1 million. We started a wealth standard campaign. You understand me? Ran that campaign. We funded the children, the black people accounts up to $4 million last year. You understand me? Utilizing OPM, other people's money, so that they can trade, because we looked at the wealth standard as we were simultaneously teaching it, that Asian community at first with the highest investment count. Second was white people. Third, black folks. We always last. So we say, no, we gonna change the trajectory of the statistics. I'm not gonna teach the statistics so you can know it. I'm teaching the statistics so we can change it. You understand me? Then we formed the BWO, bringing together a collective of entities that was already successful on their own to give a collective add to the public so they can have access to knowledge, information, and things that they could normally couldn't afford, so we can guarantee wealth for thousands of black families. And there was so many more things that happened that year, but those are just some of the standout things that I just remember because I know how impactful they was. And then the next time, what I'm being forced to do is educate more. I'm being forced to educate more. It's like people want to know how I do it. They know what I do, but they want to know how. And I'm talking about the leaders of leaders are reaching out. The top of the top reaching out. How you do it? Because I've studied for so many years, sometimes it becomes instinctful for me, and then I got to stop and take my brilliance, systemize it, so that others can duplicate themselves with the same sort of energy and knowledge. So that's why I created the Mind of Keys and the BWO, so that I can give out all of the keys that I have. Like, I'm going to empty myself. Whatever that's in me is for the people. I've influenced some of the greatest influences on the planet. And what I've learned about influence and thought leadership is that you gotta, when things go wrong, you take the credit. When things go right, you give away the credit. It was what I learned. That's leadership. You understand me? So that it can still best benefit the organization. There's people I see today utilizing my marketing and branding. They'll never tell me, never thank me. They just go use it. It's fine. I did the NFT keys on EYL. I gave away so much game, I could have made people pay for that. So what? You talking about people who normally don't even have time to listen to things about the technological disruption. So if we reach 100,000, 200,000, 300, 400, 500, 1 million people, that's a whole generation change from knowledge. A whole generation change from knowledge. So what I look like holding on to it because I want to make a couple of dollars from it when I can be impacting, you understand me, tens of thousands of families in the future. My bro Nate Robinson hit me up about something. Give him the game. Bro Kyrie hit me up. Give him the game. Like, whoever want the game, they can get it. And it's not like, and when I say game, I mean just, whether, regardless of what it's on, whether it's on mindset, whether we connecting to collaborate, whether we sharpening each other tools, whether it's on some NFT keys, whether it's on cryptocurrency or wealth. I'm always telling people like, yo, jump into BW. I don't care how big you are. I don't care what you know, what you do, why you are. Like, tap in. People ask me like, yo, why do your name ring so many bells? Because I live a life to where the only thing I do is I'm committed to the service of others. I got everything. I'm committed to the service of others. When you need nothing, you have all. Yeah. By the end of the year, it's going to be over 20,000 members in the BWO. A lot of you all don't even realize you go jump into the BWO. And you going to have exponential results like everybody else. Matter of fact, I want to see how many BWO members on here. Press 1. Matter of fact, only press 1 if you make money in the BWO. Don't press 1 if you just jumped in. But if you made money in the BWO, press 1. Oh, we got somebody to press 1. Oh, we got a couple of people. Hey, listen, man. I'll let the students talk to you. You can be one too. You can be one too. You understand me? You can be one too. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Why wouldn't you want to be one of the ones? So that's all I'm trying to understand. Why wouldn't you be one of the ones? Why would you be in the comment section watching the video and you haven't taken the full value of becoming one of the ones? Like, I'm not meant to just be watched like just entertainment. You meant to interact with the opportunities. I don't know why y'all be playing around. Imagine sitting here and not being a part of the people that's actually making paper. Matter of fact, I'll bring up one person, then I'm gonna get out of here. Anybody want to get a testimonial? Press 9. These are real people. I don't do bots. You understand me? It's business. That's what we do. Yeah. We had a young lady, they enjoyed the BWO, a couple rather, so much. They bought a $10,000 ticket to our mastermind in Puerto Rico for May, and they sponsored somebody else to join the BWO. Like, imagine you get into a program, you love it that much, you spend another 10K. They ain't spent 10K in the first place, but they made their money back. Bruh showed us his stock chart. He was up 14 grand. And then he said, I love this so much, I want somebody else to experience it. All right, don't come on here playing, but yeah, I'm going to bring somebody in. Now, I got to say that because I'm playing on people. Yeah, I mean, you may not think you won the draw, but just being on there getting the education and the picks that he gave you for the cryptos and the stocks, you did win because you could have been doing anything else with your time. But we got to incentivize you to teach you, and the opportunities are there. Hey, what up with you, bro?
Not much, just listening to the live.
Yeah. You got a testimonial for us, man?
To be honest with you, I only started the program like 2 weeks ago, and I'm at the point where I'm literally like learning the market with Ninja Trader, and I'm just going through like the 14-day week trial as far as like doing like the drills and stuff. But honestly, when I signed up initially, like when you sign up for the program and you do like the different things that Chris Cole tell you to do to sign up for like the different platforms, like with Coinbase, you automatically get money. So right now, I've been just using the money that I got on Coinbase and just been trading. I actually went up like $10. It's not much, but more so it's the knowledge and how it just transforms your mind, the way you think, and how it
Matty J. I appreciate that, bro. Hey, Matty J, where you at real quick, man? Matty J inspiring, bro. What up, Jay? I see you in the building, man. Trying to see if I can add.
What's happening, fam?
What's happening with you folks?
Man. Hey, it's good to talk to you first of all, man. But
appreciate that.
But man, like second though, I bought into the Doge coin probably about a month ago. You know what I'm saying? I really just jumped into the whole movement, really, the last couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And really just got the full understanding of how it really works. It's just really just all about the percentages, and then you got to have enough vision to realize what's gonna be it later on. You know, along with the, of course, you got to be able to put your money down and not get fidgety when you see it going up and down. You know what I'm saying?
But my guy,
what's going on with you, man?
Man, you tapped me in. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was in the car, right? I came out LA Fitness. I saw Ben's post. I saw your post. Like, hold on, let me check it out real quick. I see that thing shooting to the moon. Yo, I put 80K, made a quick 20 piece, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Talk to me, man.
Yo. It's my first time really tapping in, man. I don't like doing stuff unless I'm really tapped in, but it was just in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And it made sense.
Bro, it makes too much sense right now, man. That's why I try to tell them, and I was just telling the people that Dogecoin is only like a 0.1% of what the industry is. So you got to imagine how much of the opportunities you're missing out on when you can like see a quick post and make 20 bands. But there's a whole industry where you could make $2 million if you got in a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, way
Yeah,
we look
we
at Doge,
sleep.
he was an early investor into Coinbase and he was able to make $100 million. It's no reason that we should be struggling because
Zero.
it's just a lack of knowledge and opportunity. That's all.
It's zero, man. And I'm glad we were exposed to this situation, and we got leaders who are not just leading by with their mouth, but they leading by example with the
Yeah.
Right.
screenshots and receipts. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
the receipts, man. The
Right.
receipts are different. we are a receipt generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's why we like the blockchain. The blockchain is verifiable receipts. You can't lie. You got to go back and you can look and see if that transaction occurred and if it's real or not.
Right.
We
Yeah, I
we
just
Right.
we,
want.
we the blockchain generation.
Yeah, I saw you go live. I just had to hop in and let you know what you did for me on that situation, man. For real, for real.
Hey, how was Miami? Man, real
Oh yeah,
quick.
you already know mine was. I
Yeah,
mean, you wasn't there.
well, I love y'all. Look good out there, man. I was watching.
Yeah,
I love,
Miami was nuts.
yeah, I'm out here in Dallas right now, man. Right now, I can go take my Dogecoin and go to a Mavericks game.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Damn
Yo,
right.
hey, I remember that bar you said last time we was in Miami. You said, yo, my stocks and my investments just paid for this meal real quick. You know what I'm
No,
saying? And I'm like, yo, this 20K that just came in, that can pay for a whole year worth of meals off of a
yeah,
20-minute
Yeah.
transaction.
bro, that's real. I mean, like,
Real.
I be sitting there. I was at dinner trading today. I had put some extra money in, and I'm like, I didn't even have to pay for the dinner, but if I did, it would have paid 4 times 10. You
Yeah,
understand me? That's why I don't drive because I miss out on opportunities.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Real
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Jay Morrison put me on to the having the driver plane, but I need to make it make sense. I didn't want to just be paying somebody $50,000 a year just to
Yeah,
be in the whip, unless it really made sense. So I need somebody to give me examples on
bro,
how to
you
run that play.
$1,000, right? And let's say in 20 minutes. Now, imagine how much time you spend driving. How
And
many more
that's a
opportunities
fact. That's a
you have?
fact.
We talking about two-hand opportunities, not one hand.
Ooh, talk to
Right.
me.
You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
to me nicely.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah.
You only
I
got,
literally had to pull over. I pulled over to run the play today, so
bro.
it makes
That's how.
sense.
That's what happened to me earlier at Dogecoin. I was renting. I was using your car. I was in your car when
Yo,
I
that's
made that
crazy.
100K play that day.
That's
And
crazy.
I pulled over because I'm seeing it run up, and I'm like, no, let me stop and take my money out. I pull up on
See,
my younger brother.
hey, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you it's real. Look, my
Yeah,
car is locked in the. They cut the streets off. My car is locked. The only car here because I can't leave because I parked the whip
yeah,
down there, and now I'm locked in. All the
yeah.
cars. It's real life out here, man.
But guess what? Even if they put a ticket on there, you pay for that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Run it. Put the ticket on there. You know what I'm saying? Put the ticket on there.
But see that be the power of. And I was telling my bro Chris Cole, everything that was once a luxury that was unaffordable is going to be the exact industries because that's the only thing that people didn't have access to. So
No.
things
Right.
like drivers, that's why Uber became such a big thing, right? Being able to rent out houses, timeshares, you understand me? Like all of these things become convenience at an everyday level. They're no longer a luxury only at the high level. Like
Yeah.
the world becomes blended, and we just got to pay attention to the shifts in the economy, and we can take over industries.
I got a question, man, because this is going to be normal. What advice or what support systems are you creating for all these new thousandaires, these new millionaires who've been tapping in? Because they get all this lump sum of money, they don't really know what to
Right,
do with it. So what's the support system looking like?
bro. So
Yeah.
that's a very great question because that's why we
Right.
create wealth standards. You understand me? Like we want you to number one understand financial investment, understand to have a spending plan for your money, understand portfolio
Mm-hmm.
diversification, understand the money markets before you even get into them. Because the problem is that if you give a man that has poor habits, you understand, a lot of money, his money is only gonna
Right.
go back to his poor habits.
Right.
So
Exactly.
Right.
once you run in the same habits
Right.
that poor, we just giving you a great opportunity to do it again. So what we do is we have a community. It's called the BWO tribe. It was started by ABS, as Assets Before Splurging, to where there's a community that come in there and they function to be able to help you through every part of the process once you get into it. So, when you create great service, it creates barriers for competition and it makes sure that your people stay in the circle. So we focus on service first, you understand me, and providing value. And the people that come in there, whether you're a new crypto millionaire or Bitcoin or I mean, just regular millionaire. I know millionaires now that got cash on them and don't understand diversification.
Yep.
They got all of this money, they not diversified nowhere. So if the money go down, they just lose value,
Mm-hmm.
and they think they doing good until they get financial education. So financial illiteracy is probably the biggest threat to our community right now.
Right.
That's the reason people can predict that we have 0% wealth, because we do not understand assets.
That's the fact, man. The diversification is key. Key.
Super key. I mean,
And
Right.
look
got,
at the portfolio to know that you got your stuff spread out.
it feel
Every
good. My
month,
money
man.
in investments. I got hundreds of thousands of dollars spread out into investments. And it feel good to be able to say that at my age right now, especially with what I do, that, this wasn't always, but at the same time, my skill sets have always been diversified. My skill sets are my money, right?
Right.
So,
Ooh,
Right.
talk to me
yeah,
nicely.
so people used to say you can't be a jack of all trades, but they never gave us the option to say you can be a master of all trades or master of many trades. So
Exactly.
we followed quotes and lived our life by those instead of making our own. And that's why we didn't understand, because those who are diversified now have greater opportunities than those who are stuck in one segment of opportunity. And they're trying
Right.
to figure out how to diversify in the middle, you understand me, of booms. And so they don't
Yo,
want to talk about it because they don't want to feel like, oh, this is something I don't know. I don't want to feel like an amateur hour right now. It's okay.
Right.
that's
It's
crazy,
not,
bro.
no, that's how you learn.
Hey,
That's
I
a
got a
heavy bar.
question. Hey, I got a question for you, Keys. So
Yes,
like
sir.
with the NFT move that's going on right now, so
Yeah.
can songs like wave files be NFTs also?
Yeah, I mean, you can connect. It's the same thing as it's like saying, can a link become an ebook? You understand me? Like
Gotcha.
anything could be an NFT if you can upload it, mint it into a platform, and connect it to the blockchain, right? But at
Right.
the same time, the wave file itself doesn't have to be an NFT, but there are like ways you can use AI to create all of that. You can take a picture, you understand me, of your album cover, right? Sell that as art, and then once they get it, they get a download of the wave file.
That's hard.
Right.
That's the
Right.
point.
the,
Right.
the, the, the future is built on creativity right now. That's why
Exactly.
Kanye West is known as one of the richest men in history of Black America, is because he's a creative. His wife became a billionaire, soon to be ex-wife. She's an influencer. Understand where things are going today. You understand me? Look at the people who is getting the most attention, right? Figuring out what people desire and able to produce an income from it because they learn how to sell off attention. It's not
Exactly.
hard when you pay attention.
I
Exactly.
got a question. So, what's your take on these different opportunities? I feel like there's like a million opportunities now we've been exposed to, and
Yeah.
we already know how important it is to recognize opportunity costs. So, what's your take on managing these different opportunities when they present themselves?
Always do it one at a time. You understand me? It's like right now, you got to have a strategy for everything that you go in. You understand me? Opportunities are not something you have, they're something you do. You understand me? You do opportunities because opportunities can be systemized. They can turn into a process for you to be able to take them and improve upon the opportunities. You get into
Facts.
and you say, well, I'm going to take $1,000 and spread because I don't know, right? And I don't have time to engage in this opportunity and to educate myself properly. So what I'm gonna do is here's my strategy, right? I'm gonna take $1,000 and I'm gonna spread them across 10, and then I'm gonna average out and hope that they go up, right? Then I can focus on building my business over here because I still need to focus on mastering the marketing. Or I can
Mhm.
take some of my money. Here's another strategy. I can pay somebody else to manage my portfolio that has a higher level of education in it. The opportunities
Yeah.
can always be taken, and that's why I say one of the most valuable skills right now is time management. You understand?
Ooh, that's a fact.
Because if you can manage that in project management, then you can know how to put, and this is kind of how my life is lived. I put time into different projects. So it's like, but I know when I'm giving 100% focus at each time. So it's like, let's say if I want Goldwater to go up to $1 million per month, I know how much time that I need to put into that. And I know exactly what needs to be done on that project. Okay, talk that talk to
So
me
he
then.
tapped in. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We
Talk
tapped
that
in.
talk.
That's
But
real.
and listen, and I ain't have to go nowhere to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm already
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
kitchen with
it's
it.
right there. It's right there.
That's what's
But
up.
but that goes to all of it, right? Like stocks is an opportunity, real estate is an opportunity, like Toro business is an opportunity. Like they're everywhere, and it's not even to say one is better than the other, but it's more so diversification. You got your main source. Your portfolio is never diversified. You got 100% and 10% in everything. No, You always want to have more in one area, and then some of the other areas you figure out how much you want to put into that. So maybe crypto be 5%, or you want to be a little more bullish and make 20%, right? Let's say if you got, okay, I'm spending 50% of my portfolio is in Turo business because I'm renting out cars, and then I got another 20% allocated into Airbnbs because I'm renting out houses. Then I got another 10% of that money I'm putting into stocks, another 10% that I'm putting into crypto. Another thing, I'm a little bullish on investment into arts and NFTs. Put together a portfolio and then manage it. It's easier to do when it's sitting in front of you. I will tell you that. When it's in front of you, it don't matter what kind of learner you are, everybody can see. So
Right.
as much as you are in front of you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's a fact.
Write them down, you plan them out, you strategize, you follow a process. So you don't have to take all opportunities. You understand me? But all the opportunities are available, and you got to take some in order to get the win.
Exactly.
Yeah, I pulled three keys from that situation. You mentioned for sure time management. I needed to hear that. You mentioned making sure that we have our options on play and diversifying them like that, and hiring and partnering up with other individuals to help you with that process if need be. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's definitely key because I'm thinking like, okay, I see this opportunity. That means I got to do it. When I'm realizing that's not the case, I don't got
No,
to stop what I'm doing and tap in. I can say, okay, who's already killing it that I can trust, that I can rock with, pay them, run the play for me, and now I turn one person into two because of unity.
That's where I'm at with
that.
it right now. The
But team
partnerships.
management is key. Like, find somebody you can trust. You might even have to allocate equity in a business to somebody. You understand?
Mm,
Because the problem with some people is they want 100% of
of
something.
nothing.
100% of nothing sometime, right? But let's say, do you want to own 100% of something that's worth $100, or do you want to own 80% of something? You understand me? That's worth $1,000.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
get to decide. So I would rather take that equity and give 20% to somebody else so that they can build it out. But the problem is that we want all of all, and a lot of times we do that because we don't want to let others down. We don't mind letting ourselves down. But once you got a
At
team,
all.
now you gonna let other people down. You understand me? So like project management, team management, time management, management skills, period. It's not something a machine can do for you. It's something you can collaborate with the machine to do. So when you're looking at how technology has changed, look at all of the things that will be more valuable. Look at the frustrations that people are having, right? The questions that people are asking. These are all industries. These are all businesses. Like that's what I pay attention to. I listen to people. I did on my text. I say, how did I impact you? What is something you want to learn in areas of business? I go and read all of those. I'm taking in data information on how I can bring more value to people. So when you see my numbers increasing organically, it's because I'm taking the data of what I should be doing for the people.
Right.
I ain't just making it up out my head and then say, okay,
Yeah.
for the
That
people.
data, man, that data is key. You already know how I be on that tip.
Somebody hit me yesterday. Say, Keys, you just trying to get our data. We was doing the 10K giveaway, and I'm like, yes, I am.
Damn right.
Hey, that's crazy about it because we don't look at it in a positive connotation. We think of
Right,
it negative because we've been giving our data to the wrong people.
exactly.
We
Right.
the best people to have your data.
Yeah, I want to know you so I can best serve you.
Right.
You understand?
Facts.
I need to stay in constant communication with you. Listen, if you getting too many texts from me, that's a good thing.
Right.
If I'm texting you, it got to be an opportunity. It got to be a good product. Got to be a good service. It got to be a good quote. It got to be some free knowledge I'm giving. Like, come on, you got 19
Yeah,
keys. That's me really texting you. That ain't a robot. So it's
yeah. We
like,
ain't trying to bleed
yeah,
nobody out their bread at all.
yeah,
Like no to these
nah.
people.
But my
Hey,
wealth is built on the betterment of our people. So the more wealthy you see me, it means that our people are putting their money in the right direction. My wealth is connected to our progress. So
Mm,
if you see a kilo worth of gold, you know that that's a kilo worth of progress that we done made because somebody done educated themselves. Somebody done got their health right. You understand me? Like, I don't have products that aren't beneficial for us. So if you see me more healthier, that means that we are more healthier. That means that we are
bar,
our time, energy, and money into the right direction. That's all.
bar.
right.
See somebody who sells something that means nothing, And then you can be like, ah, we still buying into ignorance.
Hey, when you'll be back in Georgia?
Ain't no telling, man. I'm a nomad at this
Yeah,
point.
that man, a nomadic tribe. He in the next city, next state, within
Right.
the same day.
Hey, man.
I be knowing. I do need to get out there. I only need to go for like a day or so though. I need to go pick up some things and get back on the move.
Yeah,
Man,
man. I would like to. I would like to have a one-on-one with you, whatever it costs. You know what I'm saying?
hey, now listen, man. You know, somebody say whatever it costs, man. You know,
Nah, cause I ain't.
but you gotta pay me crypto. You know,
I ain't got a problem paying for information. That's you feel me?
now that's real. Yeah. Now I want y'all to take notes.
And I don't want to waste nobody's time neither. You feel what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
but that's real what you said though, right? Because somebody hit me and be like, "Yo, I want to do a one-on-one," but you followed it up with whatever it costs. You understand me? Now, in my mind, I'm not trying to charge you out of the sky rates, right?
Right,
But it also let me know that you're serious about my time and you value my time. You
right,
understand that you'll write a blank check for it because you understand that the time that I'm going to spend is going to be valuable. You understand me? For you, you understand me? The work. But most people want something for nothing. You can't just take me out for a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee costs what, $2? You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you think my time is worth?
and the time is priceless for real, for real.
Absolutely.
You
But
feel me?
But that's the benefit. But at the same time, bro, I would say, join the BWO. You know what I mean? A lot of the questions that I can answer for you, even on a one-on-one, we created courses and it already lives there. The answer's already there. But
Okay.
like because it also allows you to ask the right questions. You understand me? Like
Right,
the thing about
right,
educating yourself is, let's say if you only get 30 minutes, right, with God, or Jay-Z or whoever you want to, the more educated you are on the subject that you need help or information in, you won't waste the wrong questions. You know what I mean? You can ask God for directions. Yeah, all right, that's all you wanted, right? But if you have more things going on, more knowledge, more information, then you will ask for something deeper that's not easy for you to obtain on your own. Right? So let's
right,
say you want to ask a question about cryptos and NFTs. If you go do the market research first, then you know the right questions to ask me. Like, bro, what are the domains that I can get right now in .crypto so I can park and do crypto parking? You understand me? Like, yo, what is that? I don't know, right? But
right,
you don't even know to go deep dive enough to ask the right questions.
right,
So it's like the general information, yeah, that can be given in a free webinar. But that 1% knowledge, now that's for the one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
right, right,
And that's the play
right.
right there. How to strategically get the
Yeah,
answers by asking the right questions.
yeah.
Exactly.
You
323.
know what I mean? It makes your time much more valuable than whether you're not getting what they call initiate knowledge. You want to get that master knowledge. You know,
Exactly.
that's it.
Exactly.
So that's what I try to get people to understand. I got knowledge in my own mind. I'm still trying to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And people like Matty J helped me to get it out because I'm still working on systemizing my brilliance because I'm instinctively good at a lot of things. And so
right,
I want to become process good at it. I want to become systematically good at it so that others can take advantage of it as well. You know what I mean? Like I can see an opportunity in the market intuitively and I can take advantage of it. I can see a branding opportunity, design, marketing, sales, right? Thought leadership. But because I might have studied 10 years before that, that's going into that decision. So I need to stop, process what was the layers of that all went in that decision, what was done. Otherwise, I'll move on to another good idea and continue to live off good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? But I would rather live on a great system.
exactly.
That's hard.
Cause you gotta have the system so you can move. Cause you can have the ideas all day long and no system. You gonna die with them ideas, and they ain't gonna do nothing for the world. You feel me?
Or you'll give out 1,000 good ideas when you really only needed one, and they could have did what 1,000 did. But we become
Yeah.
so good off the cuff instinctively because we don't know systems, right?
Right.
Other communities, Caucasian communities, they know systems. They take brilliance and systemize it. It's not
Right.
that they're the smartest people in the world. They be talking about I had a click funnel that made me $10 million. Oh, I did ads. You understand me? We figured out a system that works and we kept funneling money into it. I did $100 million. While we coming up with a million great ideas, right, organically. And if those million ideas were systemized, we would be billionaires.
Right.
That's how Kanye West became a billionaire. He started hanging out with other
Damn right.
billionaires that was teaching him systems.
Right.
It's not that hard. It's just that nobody taught us because they knew that a world is built off systems. And who the hell want to give you the keys to create your own world? Then you no longer need no them. So then they
Exactly.
fails. It's called systematic racism. It's
Damn right.
for a reason. It ain't called instinctful racism and brilliant racism. It's called systematic racism. I mean, it works over and over because
Right.
we do the same systems and institutions. We feed into the racism itself. So yeah, I'd rather have systematic excellence on our side. You know, and our tool for institutional power is family.
Right.
The symbol for white supremacy is the white male, right? If a woman is born in a paradigm with a boy, they don't see her with value, right? Because she doesn't represent the symbol of power, right? She can't represent the symbol of power herself. So she's never seen as equal in that world. So she has to do all of these things to try to equalize herself, right? She created the feminist movement particularly for that reason, to try to be like a man, a white man specifically, so she can represent the symbol in the future of their world. Now,
Right.
that's not how our world works. Our world is built on family. You see a black man, black woman, black child, we say, oh, that's the future. You understand me? Because it ain't a black man that represents the future of black America or a black woman, it's the black family. Because that's our institution that we use to build our world outward and outward and outward. And so when we add the banking institution to that with economics, we add the educational institution with that with knowledge. You understand me? Now we have a vehicle in which we can build our world and project it into the future, and we can control the territory of time.
Big facts. Big
But
facts.
yeah, this my fireside chat, literally. You know what I'm saying?
Dog. Flex on them.
It's
Yeah,
my fireside chat.
That's
flex
what's
on
up, bro.
E.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I'm out, Keys, man. Appreciate it again. I had to give you that love, man. I had to. It was just an Instagram post. That's crazy. An
Yeah.
IG post.
Listen,
Hey,
bro. I
hey,
leave with the last key. Synchronicity is finding the meaning in otherwise meaningless. For some people, they looked at that, it meant nothing because they didn't have the knowledge to interpret it. You understand me?
That's a
But
fact.
when and it depends on the observer, right? For one observer, it could be low level. They look at it and be like, that's that crypto stuff. Another person have enough information to where, I know what that means. It's time for me to interact with the opportunity, or I'm going to be reacting to the success.
All right.
So
exactly.
I really try to get people to understand a high level observer is it controls what they see. They're not controlled by what they see.
That's hard.
Right.
Hard. Yeah, I didn't realize I had that skill until you first mentioned that when you was
Yeah,
back in Atlanta, man. That observation, be
yeah.
able to peel through the nonsense, be able to recognize.
Bro, I know it because I recognize value in people. I don't see people for where they are. I see them for where they can be. So
Right.
it's a gift and a curse because it's a frustration of wanting to see people where you see
Up.
them already.
Yup,
You understand me? And it's what they
bruh.
see themselves.
I feel that, bruh. And you
Right.
be doing the most trying to help them tap in, and when they don't see it, it
Bruh.
is frustrating, bruh.
Yeah,
But like you
Yeah.
said, that's just a lack of, on my end. That's just a lack of self control
yeah,
and patience. And it was kind of a form of arrogance on my end for feeling that way.
yeah.
Everybody has their season.
Yeah, you can't play God. A person has to do that for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but
Yep.
listen, got 30 seconds left. They cut me short now. I'll be dropping too many keys on them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Hey,
they
man,
got a
it's
time limit
good
on here?
chopping it up
Yeah,
with
they
you,
done
bro.
put a time limit on my game now.
Mm.
I don't understand, man. Somebody in Facebook, they used to love me, man. Now they hate me, man. It's cool. The love
Wait, you
turned.
the only one that got a time limit? What the hell?
Bro, I don't know how is that even possible. The next thing is trying to shut down my life, but they can't find a real reason to do it because, you know what I mean? I'm not doing anything but teaching the people.
Man, I'm not even surprised, to be honest with
That's
you.
how. That's how you know you're doing something right, man. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you make enemies by success. So I'm at
Exactly.
war. Blessings to
Exactly.
the God, man. Appreciate y'all.
For
All right,
sure.
peace, yo.
Peace.